All right, what's going on, everyone? Captain here, back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video. Today is one that we kind of teased a little while back on the channel. I had mentioned that I've been holding on to all of my 5-star signature stone crystals for quite some time. I honestly don't 100% know exactly how long it's been, but I haven't really had a need to open them, and I had told myself for a long time that I'd hold out until I hit 1,000 5-star signature stone crystals. Yes, 1,000. And well, we hit that a little while back. We're just a bit over 1,000 now. So today's going to be that video. But not only am I going to open them all, don't worry, I'll skip through it so you don't have to sit and watch me click pop 10 every time. But I'm also going to use all the signature stones, put them on, max out as many 5-stars as I can. Then we're going to hop over to my 5-star crystals. I only have, a little over 220,000 fragments, so it's not like the biggest shard opening. Not fragments, shards. It's not the biggest crystal shard 5-star crystal opening, but should be a good amount. And we're gonna see how many max sig crystals we get. So it should be kind of fun. Also, I'm gonna show you guys some spreadsheets going way back here. I'll break out the old progression spreadsheet. I'm gonna update it. And yeah, those of you who remember a long time back in the day, I used to have this guy out. It's a very reminiscent of Brian Grant as well. He was the initial inspiration. He started doing these, and I thought it'd be a fun thing to do to keep track of. So I'm going to go through and update this. You can see at the top, the last time this was updated was July 30th, 2021. So I got to add some champions. I pulled a lot of these now. All the black ones are ones I didn't have at the time. So I'll go through, update that, see how many currently max sig ones we have. At this time, I only had one. I only had 6 ranked 5, 6-star or 5 stars at the time. This is 5-star champions. This isn't even 6 stars. So yeah, I'll go through all that and I'll show you guys at the end what it's like. Also, I just wanted to point out I've done one other massive 5-star 5-star signature stone crystal opening like this like a little over 2 years ago now at this point, and that time I did 635. And I don't know, honestly, maybe I haven't opened any since that video, so maybe that's how long it's been. I don't know. But so it should be kind of cool to see and compare. And I'll try to track how many I get total of all of these. It's probably going to bug out again. If you kind of see here, it says like I pulled 2,473 mystic ones. Obviously, that's a visual bug. So yeah, we'll see how many I pull by the end of this for each class out of the 1,000 plus I've got. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go update those spreadsheets. And then I'll also then get to the opening, count how many, make sure to see how many of each I have before and then after I do the opening. So I'll be right back. For you guys, it's going to be no time. For me, it's probably going to take me a little bit to do all this. All right, we're finally back with the remainder of this video. I recorded that first part on Monday, and then I realized afterwards I should probably wait until an item use event was up, and it had literally like just ended. So unfortunately, I had to wait quite a while, but now we've got the perfect timing. We've got the 1-day and the 3-day event. You can see the little triangle exclamation mark there, meaning like I haven't put any points toward it yet. So we'll be able to see 100% how much I get from just spending on these signature stones. So yeah, I've also completely updated the entire spreadsheet here of all of my 5-star champs. A lot less black on the screen in terms of characters I don't have as a 5-star. And now the max sig, you can see here, total max sigs is up to 18, which prior to me updating this was 1. And then rank 5s are now 35, when at the time it was only 6. So roster's come a long way, but it's been, I want to say it was like 2 years or so since I had updated this last. So that's pretty cool. And you can see this just shows how many sig stones and everything I'm away from maxing everything. So long ways from that, but we'll have to take a look at this at the end after we've done the opening and see how many this number is now, the max sig. So that'll be interesting. So it's 18 now, remember that. I'll probably make a note of it as well. So let's go ahead and hop over to the crystals now, and I'll start opening them. Also, I guess actually, before I do that, I haven't written down, but I'll show you guys as well here what my signature stones look like right now. And I don't think I'm going to use the generic ones. I'll hold on to generics, but in terms of class-based ones, I have 124 cosmic, 91 for tech. Mutant ones I'm low on because I did spend them all on my Wolverine when I pulled him. Skill I'm at 124. Science is, well, that's 6-star. I have a lot of 6-star science. Science is a 114, and there's also some of the +5s in here as well. I didn't mention that. And then Mystic as well. I don't know what Mystic. Oh, Magic. I think I put them all into my Magic. Decided to do that finally. So that's why I don't have a bunch of Magic or Mystic ones. So let me go ahead. I'm going to open up all of these now. And also, I guess I'll been holding on to these 6-star ones. I'll open these too. I will spend these as well, of course. Always good to get 6-star sig stones. All right, 30 of those. That was from the deal from last month, the daily card deal. Those all those were. All right, 178. Just take a screenshot of that and start popping. Okay, we've come to the final 8 of the opening, and there we go. Now you guys know we have the answer. If you open over 1,000 5-star signature stones, you will get almost 10,000 of the cosmic, 1,200 mutant, 9,000 skill, 611 mystic, 7,000 tech, and then 9.4 thousand science. So there you go. That's all you got to do. Save up 1,000 and you get that many of each of them. Now, obviously, it glitches out. What happens is once your inventory hits the max amount that you can hold, which is 125 with a sigil, any after that, they would go into the overflow. They just start duplicating over a crazy amount. This isn't the actual number of how many I got. So if I go to my stash, I'm not going to have 9,800 cosmic sig stones in my overflow. So I'll have to go through and manually count now how many I actually got. So yeah, this video is turning out to be a long process for me, but I'm going to shorten it as much as possible for you guys. So let me go count my stash now and see what I really got. All right, so after looking at my inventory, I think I've come up with a better strategy of figuring out how many I had for each class rather than just going through and counting one at a time. Because as you can see, I might be here for quite a while if I try to do that. There are a lot here. So I think instead what I'm going to do, which I think will work a little bit better, is if I just go class by class and start spending. So I'll start with the cosmic class here, spend all those 125, then go claim my stash again, spend another 125, assuming I got another 125 to spend. So we'll go about it that way, and then I'll just keep track of how many times I claim out of the stash. I think that'll work. So now comes into play why I wanted to update my spreadsheet. So let me pull the spreadsheet back up. So now what I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to refer to my spreadsheet and see, okay, who here is closest to SIG 200. I'll start with them and then work my way down. So you can see here we have, looks like Venom is at 140. I don't know if you can see my cursor. I think you should be able to. 140. Venompool's at 120. Drax 120, and then Medusa's 115. So those are kind of the first 4 we're going to look at. So let's start with Venom. He's actually at 140 now. Yeah, no, he has 140. You're right. I have that updated. So let me go ahead and do this. I'll max him out. So boom, there's our first one. And then I come over here to Venom, update to 200. And then I usually just highlight who I have maxing in gray, so I can just kind of quickly look at it there. So the signature glitch, of course, is going to be annoying with this, where it always takes a while to update once you've added the 6, but there we go, that is done. So now we go to Venompool, who was the second highest at 120. We're going to max out Venompool as well, or we're going to get him as high as we can, so 185, and then we'll go claim more. There's Venompool, 184. So now we are out there. So let's go ahead and claim. Okay, now we're back. We have another 125 still. So I'm going to make a note, 125. So that's 250 so far for Cosmic. And we probably still have more to claim. So let me go. I'm going to use these +5s first, actually, and finish off Venompool. So that's just 3 of those. So now Venompool is maxed. After Venompool, it was Drax. So let's find Drax. Welcome to SIG 200 Drax. Feels kind of weird, you know, essentially wasting these on lower champions that I'm not going to rank, but I don't use a ton of 5-star champions that much anymore, and I think I don't have any problem spending these on these champions, because it just means when I pull them out of a crystal, it's going to be another max SIG crystal. So could argue that I'm wasting these and I should spend them on characters who actually need the SIG levels, But my main focus now is on 6-star champions, so 5 stars for me doesn't really matter. So there we go. There's Drax at max sig as well. And I believe Medusa was next highest. If I find Medusa, yeah, she's at 115. So here we go. How high can we get her? Also to 200. There we go. Okay, now on the list next up, we have Symbiote Spider-Man, I believe, at sig 80. All right, how many? Okay, only 5 more there. And then we go claim from our stash. Okay, we're at the end of the cosmic, so we got another 58 here. So it's 250 plus 58, so what is that, 308, I believe? If my math is correct. So that's how many for the cosmic we had, plus we had 12 of the plus 5s. So there we go. So we'll throw the rest of these into Symbiote Spider-Man. And let's see here. How high does that get him? 143, but I'm going to stop at 140, obviously, because, you know, if I pull him out of Sig Crystals, I don't want to waste any Sig Stones. So we'll save these last 3 for whenever we do another opening of Signature Stone Crystals. So total there, we maxed out Drax, Medusa, Venom, and Venompool. So we got another 4 max Sig Crystals from just the Cosmic class. So that is pretty sweet. So moving on now to the Tech class. All right, Tech. Let me just double check. Yeah, I don't have a button to claim, so that was all of the Cosmic. So now we're going over to the Tech class. And we look at our spreadsheet, and we see that who is our highest overall. We have Star-Lord, it looks like, at 161. Star-Lord. I don't know why he's at 161. Maybe I used an Awakening Gem. I don't remember. But here we go with Star-Lord. Okay, then we have, nope, not Iron Man Infinity War. It's regular Iron Man at 160. So Iron Man, congrats on Sig 200. You did it. My first ever 5-star champion, actually, right there, Mr. Iron Man, classic OG Iron Man. So feels kind of good to, I guess, get him up to Sig 200. A little nostalgia there. And after Iron Man, I think it's Darkhawk and Howard the Duck, both at 140. So let's just do Howard the Duck first, because that's funny. I don't know why I've pulled Howard the Duck so many times, but hey, he's now going to be a Sig 200, so congratulations. And let's use these plus 5s as well, before I forget. Actually, no, we'll use these on, who was it? What did I say? Darkhawk, that's who it was. Okay, Tech class is back up to 125 after we claimed them. So let me go ahead and write that down, 125. This is a longer process than I expected, guys, but I think it'll be kind of cool at the end to just look at it and see the difference. So here we go, there goes Darkhawk to Sig 200, and then we find Howard the Duck as well and take him up. There we go. Now we hop over to Nebula, who's at 120. We'll get her up to 200. There you go. And Civil Warrior also was at Sig 120. Now he's up to 146, and I believe I'll still have more to claim though. So let's go claim those once this finishes. And the last of the Tech is 25. So there we go. I had a feeling that was going to be the last one to claim, because that's right around where the Cosmic was, and they both started around the same. So another 25 for you puts you at 171, but let's go back down. We'll stop at 160. So Civil Warrior, you're gonna sit at 160 for now. How's that sound? Okay, and now then for the Tech class, being another 5, we've got Darkhawk, Howard the Duck, Iron Man, Nebula, and Star-Lord also joining the Sig 200 club. There we go. Moving right along over to the mutants again. This time, let's start with the mutant, or the plus 5. So who is our highest mutant? We have Sabretooth and Storm at 140. So Storm and Sabretooth. I didn't see either of you. There we go. There's Storm. Must have just skipped right over him. Didn't see Sabretooth, but that's fine. He's there somewhere. All right, Storm, Sig 200. There we go. And Sabretooth also going to 200. Colossus also is at 140, so we'll get him up to 200. Or stopping at 185, then we go claim. And Mutant, there we go. So we only got another 54 because remember, Mutant was one of the ones that was lower at the start. So we didn't have as many Mutant ones to claim, but that's fine. Colossus, I totally spelled his name wrong, but we'll go ahead and hop back over to Colossus here, get him up. And then I think after him it was Nightcrawler at 120, or I could do Cyclops, the red version of Cyclops, also is at 120. But I think I'm going to do Nightcrawler because I feel like if anyone out of those two, he's the one that's more likely to get a buff. But yeah, all right, this puts him at 159. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put them all there. That's fine. I don't mind that because I'd rather either go back down to 140. Or I probably just will throw one generic into him. So I think that's fine to do one generic. Get him to 160. There you go, 160. All right, there we go. Mutant class done. So we got Storm, Sabretooth, and Colossus up to 200. So now we go to the skill class. For skill, we have Hawkeye is at 160. So let's start with him. There we go. And after him, we go to Agent Venom, who is at 140. After him, we have a bunch that are at, say, 100. We got Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen, Elektra, Elsa, Falcon, and Winter Soldier. So I guess we'll just kind of start with Elsa. She's right here. So we're going to take Elsa to 200. Elsa's kind of a sleeper choice. I know a lot of people really like her. I've never looked into playing with her. But I hear people say she's really good, and I've seen some videos. Okay, there's Elsa. I'm actually going to call an audible on this one. I know I've been saying I'm just doing whoever's the highest, but my Stealth Spidey is at 94, so he's still really close to those other guys. I'm going to max him out just because he is SIG 200, because why not? And this gets him all the way to 199. Now we still have 53 more, so we're not going to get anyone else to SIG 200. Finish putting that last one into you. So we'll get whoever else up to about 140, I think. Let's just do Elektra. Why not? And there you go. So overall for the skill class, we got Hawkeye, Agent Venom, Elsa, and Stealth Spidey. Another 4 added to the list. Going on to Science now. We have Science, MODOK's at 120. She-Hulk, hey, MSD. He's going to be happy to see this one. MSD. I was about to say MSD is going to SIG 200. She-Hulk's going to SIG 200. There you go. She's still only like rank 2, I think, or 3. But I do have my 6-star at rank 2, so there's that at least. All right, next up's going to be Wasp. We'll get the last of those +5s out of the way. And quite a few of those for the Science class, so I think I might be able to do quite a few here in the Science, maxing them out. So let's go ahead and get Wasp up to 200 next. There you go. And then it's going to be MODOK. Also, I should mention that all of these, outside of the Stealth Spidey that I did, all of these have been natural SIGs up until this point. Like, I pull these characters to whatever SIG level they were prior. I didn't use any of these SIG stones, obviously, because, I mean, I've been holding on to them forever, so when would I have spent them on them? So, yeah, these are all natural. And even then, the Stealth Spidey ones, I think, well, I did those a long time ago. But I think some of those have just been generics when I had them expiring, because we get a good amount of those from quests and everything now. So yeah, that's kind of where all of those have come from. All right, got another 125 to spend for the Science class. So up next we have Captain America and Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Red Guardian, and Quake. So let's go ahead, let's just start with Quake. She's right there in front of me. Quake, welcome to 200. And actually, I think that might be the only one, because no, I'm only going to have 25 left. But I think I still be able to have a few more to claim here. And we'll do Captain America. 25. Looks like another 51 for the Science. So that'll take Captain America up to 176. Again, I'll probably just spend a few generics to get him to 180. So there we go. So we get another 4 there from the Science, Wasp, She-Hulk, MODOK, and Quake, which brings us to our final class, the Mystics. So for Mystic, we are looking at Loki. He's not going to be the first one. Mojo first. Mojo is at 164. So let's go ahead. Get him to... We'll put him at 199. Don't want to waste the +5. And we'll throw one more in him in a second. And the moment we've all been waiting for, guys. Loki is going to Sig 200. Let's go. Actually, we'll see. I don't know how many I have. Should be able to, though. Alright, 125. Yeah, he's going to Sig 200. Let's put the 1 in Mojo before we forget. So there we go. There's Mojo. And Loki. It's happening. We all thought this day would never come. I did plan on eventually just letting him naturally get to Sig 200, but, you know, I just kind of slowed down on pulling him. And now that I'm saying that, I'm probably going to jinx myself. But, well, who knows? He's now Sig 200. If I pull him again, totally fine. We get max Sig crystals. Next to a Hunt Sig 200 is going to be Morningstar. Assuming we have enough, we'll see. Brings her to 189. I believe I'll have some more to claim. So let's go ahead and do that. And we were able to claim another 40. So yeah, this is going to be the only other one we get to max Sig from the Mystic class is finishing it off with Morningstar here. So that is just fine. Is there anyone else that's... How many do I have left here now? I have 29. Let's go ahead and put 20 of these into someone else. I think Juggernaut is the next highest. So we'll put him up to 140. For Katie Candy, of course. There you go. Katie, that one's for you. And we're good to go. So we only gained 3 there from that one. So just like the Mutant class, because those were the 2 we had the least of. Mojo, Loki, and Morningstar. So I think, what did I say we had was 43 or something right there. So that's it for all the Sig stones, guys. We've done it. Man, that was a long process. So let me go ahead and pull the spreadsheet back up and show you guys what it's looking like now. It might not look a lot different. I'll just kind of scroll down to the number here, which, remember, this number was 18. I wrote it right here so I remember. It was 18 before, so now we're up to 41 total for the max Sig crystals. Man, that's pretty crazy. 41 out of, what is it? That's almost a third of the champions now, I feel like. Was there around 150, or is there over 200 now? I don't even know how many champions are in the game. I can't remember. But either way, 41, it feels like a lot. So that's pretty cool. Looking at it here, I guess it would have been kind of fun if I just max Sig all of my rank 4s, but they're all not close to 200, so I guess I couldn't have done that. Anyways, let's go ahead now see what our item use number is looking like. So we'll go ahead and close this out, and we go over here. I imagine I'm going to be toward the top of my alliance, if I had to guess. So we gained 46,980 points. That's pretty big for just using signature stones. That's pretty cool. So yeah, was it worth it to wait around for the item use? Probably not. I mean, who really pays attention to alliance events anymore? You just play the game, you're naturally going to get these. I remember there was a time where alliances used to put event minimums in order to join them. Like, that was a thing back in the day. Those of you who might not remember, maybe you weren't around the game back then, but it used to be a thing. You have to be like, all right, you have to meet these minimum, like, summoner advancement. That was always a big thing. You had to meet the minimum if you wanted to join the alliance. Crazy times. Now it's just all about prestige, pretty much. But yeah, I think that's going to do it, guys. This video ended up being a lot longer than I expected, so I think I'm going to move the 5-star opening portion of this to a separate video now, just because I don't want to waste too much time on this one video. This was enough to handle in its own. So let me know, guys, if you were interested in this, if you'd like to see me save up my Sig stones again now. Maybe we save up to 2,000 next time. I don't know. I'll probably just start opening them from now on and adding them as we go, because, you know, it's just good to get those max Sig crystals as soon as possible. Also, real quick, before I end off this video, total for each class, the ones that were already almost close to max, I gained close to around 300 from each. And then for Mutant and Mystic, I gained around like 175 Sig stones is what it kind of came out to. So yeah, that kind of the breakdown for each class by class out of the total 1,084 or whatever it was that I opened. So yeah, that's kind of the breakdown, because obviously it was glitched, so we didn't know the total number. So yeah, that's going to do it though for this video, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed it, if I should do this again in the future, save up all my Sig stones, or if I should just start spending them as we go. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.